Good morning, student. Again I am here, Master Anup Kumar, and today I will discuss another property. Today is the seventh video. Okay, dear. So today is the seventh video of this chapter, chapter 6, operation on algebraic expression. Today we will discuss some another identities. In previous video we have discussed three identities. The first one is that is a plus b to the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. And the second identity is a minus b to the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. And the third identity we have discussed, that is a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Now let's solve some another identity. The first identity is some mode identities. Okay, that is x plus a and x plus b is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. So this is the first identity of today. Now here, how can we say that x plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus a plus b under bracket x plus a? Let's prove it. At first this identity, that is, at first if you are multiplying the first term of this to the whole term. In previous all videos we have discussed that how to multiply, okay, using distributive law. Then plus a is equal to x plus b. Then what is the value? X into x, x square plus x into b, bx, a into x, ax, and a into b, ab. Okay. Now remove the bracket. X square plus bx plus ax plus ab. Okay. Now here you can say that x square, bx, ax, and ab. Any common here? If a and b is the constant term, here we can say that a and b are constant and x is the variable. Here a and b are constant and x is the variable. Okay, so you can see that here b and a are some variable. Then what is common here? X. Variable x is common, so we can write it like this: x square plus, if we will take common as x outside, then what is left here? B plus what is left here? A, and here plus ab. Now x square plus, it is b plus a, we can write it like a plus b, x plus ab. Now you can say that this formula. Like this we will also find another identity. Okay. Now let's see the another identity. Now the another identity is equal to x minus a and x minus b. If both are negative, then what will we write? Here x square minus a plus bx plus ab. What is the change? The change is that instead of plus, here we will add minus. Now everything is same. Let's prove it also. X minus a, x minus b. First term x, then second expression x minus b, then minus a, again x minus b. Okay. Now multiply x square and always keep in bracket right now. Minus bx, then minus ax minus ab. Now in next step we will remove the bracket. So x square minus bx minus ax plus ab. Because outside minus, then sign will change. Now let's see. Again common we will take, and we will take common as minus also, because both term has minus sign. So take minus outside. Take minus outside. Now minus, and here x. Then what is here? B. And here plus because sign will change. If you are removing the bracket, then sign will change. If outside there is minus, and if you are keeping it in bracket, then again sign will change if the minus is outside. So here plus, then here a plus a b. Okay. Again b plus a means a plus b. X square minus a plus b, x plus ab. Now you can see that both are same. Okay. Now let's see the third identity. Now the third identity is if first one is plus x plus a and second one is minus. First one is x and the second one is minus. Then what will we do? See here, x square plus a minus bx, x square plus a minus bx and minus ab. Okay. Now let's prove it again with same x plus a, x minus b, then x minus b plus a, x minus b. Again x square minus bx plus ax minus a. Okay. Now x square again common. What is common? We will keep it. There is no need to take minus outside. Why? Because here minus and here plus. Okay. Then you can keep it reverse. That is right. Ax in first and bx here minus bx. Okay. Then now because a will be at first now, so that we will change. Now x square. Now what is common here? X only. Then in bracket what is left? Here a because x is outside minus. Then again x is outside from here also. So b minus ab. Now take both two is. This one is correct. Okay. So these are the third entries. Now the last one, that if first one is minus and the second one is plus, then what will we write? Okay. X square minus a minus bx minus ab. All minus. If first one is minus. If second one is minus, then this one is minus and this one is minus. Okay. Now let's solve this also. X, then x plus b, then minus a and x plus b. Now here again multiply x square plus bx in bracket minus ax plus ab. Now remove the bracket. X square plus bx outside minus. That is sign will change. Minus ax and minus ab. Minus ax and minus ab. Okay. Now again reverse it because a should be first. X square minus ax and plus bx minus ab. Okay. Now what is common? Take minus also. Take minus also. If there is minus in after first term, if there is minus, then we will take minus also outside as a common. So x square minus outside, here x outside. Now if you will keep minus outside, it means every sign will change. Here minus a, then we will write plus a. Here plus b, then we will write minus b. Then minus ab. Every minus. Now you can see that all are same. So these are the four more identities. And now one more thing. It is very difficult for the students to learn more than identities. Okay. Most of the students have already learned okay. But there is a problem always occurs. They have forget the identities, then question are unsolved. So let's see that how to learn these identities. You have to learn. I recommend you that only learn the first one. Only learn the first one. Then how can we, if the question is based on these three identities, Then how can we solve it by using only first identities? Let's see. That is, if you will learn this one, you can write the second identity like this. See, ax minus a and x minus b. You can write it like this. See, x, wait, x, instead of minus a, you can write plus and minus a. Now remove the bracket. Okay. After that, here into again x plus minus b. Okay. Again minus b we have taken with b. Now it is x plus sign in between and whole is a. X plus b. That is, in the place of a it is minus a, and in the place of b it is minus b. Okay. Now apply this formula. X plus a, x plus b. Then what is the formula? X square plus a plus b into x plus ab. Now, if you are applying this formula, that is x plus minus a and x plus minus b, then instead of a, we will write minus a. Okay? We will put the value of a as minus a and we will put the value of b as minus b. So let's see, x square plus. Instead of a, we will write minus a. And instead of b, we will write minus b. Then two signs will never come together. So use this middle bracket. Then what will be the value? Plus minus b. Okay? Now here also, instead of a, we will write minus a into minus b. Now solve it. X square plus. Here the value is minus a. Plus minus b. Okay. Now remove the middle bracket. Outside x plus. Here both are in multiplication. So minus plus. Cancel out a into b only. Okay. Now both have minus sign. Take one minus outside. Then x square and one. If you will take one minus outside, then minus plus minus here. And if minus will outside, then every sign will change. A plus b, x plus ab. Now you can see the same formula is. So you like this, you can solve these two also, and you will get with the same formula. You will get, that is, we can say that we can, if you have learned only one first formula, then you will solve many questions by putting as the minus a or minus b. Okay, I hope that you all have understood. Okay, so let's solve some question based on these identities. Okay, wait. Now students, but before solving one example based on these identities, let's prove the other two also by using this formula. Okay, so now we have just proved identity 2 with the help of 1. Now let's solve the third identity. We can write x plus a, x minus b as x plus a because it has no minus sign, and here we can write it like x plus and minus b. That is, what is the change? That instead of b, we will write only minus b. Now write this formula, x plus a and x plus b. Okay. Now x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. Now x plus a and x plus minus b. Now put the value, x square same plus, instead of a we will write a only. Okay, but instead of b we will write minus b. So we will keep in bracket. Now x plus ab. Here also we will put minus b. Now it is x square plus a and plus minus b into x, and here only one minus, so minus plus minus, then a into b. Now see the third one. Same formula. So like this we will also solve. Now let's prove the last identities with the help of first identities. Okay. Now the last identity is x minus a and x plus b. We can write it like this: x plus minus a, and this is same. So we will write same x plus b. That is, instead of a, we will write minus a. Okay. So let's see. At first, the first formula we will write x plus a, x plus b is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. Okay. Now solve it. Here we will write x plus minus a and x plus b. Okay. Instead of a, we will write minus a everywhere. So x square plus, here minus a we will write. Okay. Now plus b, x plus minus a into b. Now solve it. Here take minus outside. If you will take minus outside, then minus plus minus. And if you will take minus outside, it means we have to change every sign of each term in the bracket. That is, a should, minus a should be a and plus a should be minus b. And here only one minus, so minus plus minus and a into b. Now see again. So like if you are learning only the first identities, then you can solve each questions based on this identity. Okay. But if you will learn it, then there is no need to solve it too long. Directly you will use the formula, directly you will put the value and you will get the result. Okay. So let's solve some question based on these identities. Now let's solve first question. The first question is x plus 3 and x plus 7. Okay. Here at first we will write what is the value of a and b only. Not is the, because x is the variable. So we will write only the value of a and b. So value of a is 3 and value of b is 7. Value of a is 3 and value of b is 7. All are in plus form. Okay. Now that is, we will use this formula. Same as x plus a and x plus b. So at first we will write the formula. Then we will put the value every time. X plus a, x plus b is equal to x square plus under bracket a plus bx plus ab. Okay. Now put the value. Here x a, at the place of a we will write 3. Here b we will write 7. Now everywhere x square plus, in the place of a we will write 3 and b 7, then x, then 3 into 7. Now x square plus 3 plus 7, 10x. Now remove the bracket and 3 into 7, 21. So we can say that this one will be our answer by using first identity. Okay. Now let's solve another question. I hope that you all have understood. So let's do the second question. Now the second question is four x minus 5 and 4x minus 1. Okay. Now here, instead of x is changing. The value of x is also changed. So we will write x is equal to 4x. A is equal to only 5. We will not write the minus sign if you are using the formula. If you are applying only first formula, then you will write the value of 5 as minus 5. But here we will not write. We will write only a is equal to 5 because we are using only the identities. So a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 1 only. And x is equal to 4x. That is, in every x we will write 4x. In every A we will write 5 and in every B we will put the value as 1. Okay, and what formula we will apply? Both are minus, that is x minus A and x minus B formula we will apply. Okay, so let's solve this. At first note down the formula. X minus A is equal x minus A into x minus B is equal to x square minus A plus B into x plus AB. Now put the value. At first here we will write x minus 4x minus 5 and 4x minus 1 is equal to, now here x square, that is we will write 4x in bracket then square. If you are putting any value, then put the value always in bracket. Okay, it is very necessary. If you will not put the bracket, then it will show what is 4x square only 4x square, that is square is only in the on the x, not on the 4. So you have to keep it in bracket. Every time if you are putting the value, it is necessary to keep the value in the bracket. Okay, now let's see. Minus, here A, value of A 5 plus B 1, then x, again x here, so we will write 4x in bracket. Okay, now plus value of A 5 and value of B 1. Okay, now here no square term, that is here there is no exponent on A and B, so I have not used bracket. But if there is any exponent in any term, then we will use bracket. Okay, 4x square, it means what? It means that 4x into 4x, then it will be 16 and x square, because x to the power 1, x to the power 1, then we will write 16x square. So here we will write 16x square minus this one will be 5 plus 1 6 and 6 into 4 24 and with variable x. Okay, now plus 5 into 1 5. Now all are like the unlike terms, so this one will be our answer. Like this we will use the second identity. Okay, now let's solve the another question with another identity. Now third, if the question is 2x plus 5y and 2x minus 3y, here you can say that value of x is 2x. Instead of x we will write 2x, and instead of a we will write 5y, and instead of b we will write only 3y. And which formula we will apply? First plus then minus, that is this one. Third identity we will apply. So here we will write x plus a, x minus b is equal to x square plus a minus bx minus a into b. Now put the value at first here, and like this you will write also. Okay, so 2x plus 5y and 2x minus 3y. Now put the value. Instead of x we will write 2x and in bracket because it has exponent. So 2x square plus a means 5y minus b means 3y into x, it means again 2x we will write. It has no exponent, so it is not necessary to keep it in bracket. Then minus a 5y and b 3y. Now solve it. 2 square 4, again 2x into 2x, that is 2 to the 4, and x into x, that is x to the power 2, x to the power 2 plus. Now here 5y minus 3y, you can see that both are like terms, both has y variable, so we can subtract it. 5y minus 3y, it means 2y, and 2y into 2x, what is the value? 2y into 2x, 2 to the 4, at first constant term we will multiply, then variable, and both variable are unlike terms, so we will write xy alphabetically. So the value of this will be 4xy, and here minus, at first constant term multiply, 5 3 is 15, and y into y square. So this one will be our answer by using third identity. Okay, now let's solve one more question based on the last identity. Okay, Now, the question is if 2a square minus 8 and 2a square plus 3. Okay. Now here you can see that value of a. Okay. Now I am solving only the fourth ID. Now I am erasing the top one. Now, and question I am writing again in the top. Fourth question, 2a square plus 8, sorry minus 8 and 2a square plus 3. Okay. Now, solve it. At first, instead of x, what is given? 2a square. Instead of x, the value is 2x, 2a square. And what is x? How do we find that? What is x? If the term which is matching in both terms will be x only. Okay? Question be like that also. 3 minus 2x and 3 plus 2x. Sorry, 3 minus 2x and 5 plus 2x. Then we will write x as 3. No, it is wrong. Because what term is matching in both cases? 2x is matching. So at first we will arrange it. That is, we will write 2x plus 5 here. Sorry, minus 2x plus minus 3. We will solve this question later. At first solve this question. Now, instead of x, it is 2a square. A, 8 and B, 3. That is, we will use this formula. Now, formula is written already. Now, put the value 2a square minus 8, 2a square plus 3 is equal to. That is, in every x, we will write the value 2a square and in the bracket. Okay. So, 2a square, if it has exponent is 2. Now, there is no need to write any value of x in the bracket. Okay. Now, here a only, value of a is 8 and value of b is 3. And instead of x, we will write 2a square. Here a, 8 and b, 3. Now solve it. 2a square, 2 square means 2a square into 2a square. 2 2 is 4 and a square into a square. That is, we will add the exponent. That is a to the power 4. Or we can also see that there are multiple powers. So 2 2 is 4. Okay. Now minus 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. Then 5 into 2 is equal to 10 with variable a square. And minus 8 3 is 24. As you can see that all are unlike terms. It has power 4, it has power 2 and it is only the constant term. So this one will be answered by using the fourth and the last identity. Okay. I hope that you all have understood.